Whoa! Holy crap. A video that is not a vlog being released every 2 months? What the? Wow, crazy. Yeah, no, daily uploading just kind of vanished. That's because I went on a European trip, which those vlogs will be out eventually. I went to England, and I went to France, and I went to Italy. Each country will be its own vlog. I need to get back to uploading, basically, is the point. And I figured, why not do that with a beautiful little reaction video to Kiko's Hank, 3 most powerful tornadoes ever recorded. I am a tornado freak. I'm just a storm freak at heart, you know. They just kind of consumed me. After I used to be absolutely terrified of them, I used to cry over rain and wind. Didn't even have to be storming. But yeah, now you'll find me sitting on the back porch whenever, you know, we're all about to die or something. So yeah, quite a few things have changed since the last time I've uploaded. Right, babe? That is still something that has not changed. I'm still depressingly single. Anyways, let's get into the video.
There it is.
I just did an intro. When was the last time I've done an intro? Intro was 1.5 minutes. Oh no, I'm messing up the screen. I'm sorry. Full screen, please. Thank you. Okay. This is why I don't do intros. Everything gets messed up.
There it is. Massive.
When you're witnessing a tornado this large and powerful,
That looks like an EF5.
it's hard to imagine anything more incredible.
That's what an EF5 looks and feels like.
Wow. Basement or shelter.
It's a giant tornado.
Windows and outside walls.
EF5s destroy well-built homes and sweep their concrete foundations clean of debris. Cars are mangled and tossed hundreds, possibly thousands of meters away. But what
Sounds like my ex-wife when she gets upset.
To earn the most powerful EF5 rating, or an F5 rating? What's the difference? In over 20 years of chasing tornadoes, I've documented at least 8 EF4s. But only one EF5.
Dangerous, deadly tornado outbreak is underway.
As of the date of this video, the last EF5 tornado occurred in Moore, Oklahoma on May 20th,
Yikes.
2013.
Bro.
Over 9 years
This tornado, it still gives me the tingly winglies. Let me tell you.
ago.
True fact.
In this video, we're going to explore the top 3 most powerful
Tornado.
tornadoes ever recorded,
Move to an interior room hallway.
and what craziness it takes for a tornado to earn the highest wind intensity rating.
The editing on these videos is absolutely insane. I could never.
If a strong tornado strikes an instrument that measures wind speeds, the anemometer will likely be blown to smithereens long before it was able to record and measure how fast the strongest winds were. But if we found the crumpled anemometer a mile away, scientists and engineers can make estimates of what wind velocities might do such a thing. In 1971, Dr. Ted Fujita developed a method to rate the intensity of tornadoes based on surveys of ground damage. The Fujita scale has 6 intensity categories, from the lightest damage F0 to the effing incredible F5, with wind estimates from 261 to 318 miles per hour. They are powerful enough to throw cars hundreds, possibly thousands of meters and completely sweep away brick homes.
Goodness gracious.
But the Fujita scale was very limiting, with only general descriptions and no account for construction quality. Also, the wind speed estimates were later deemed by meteorologists and engineers as being too high. For example, a 261 mile per hour wind speed is not required to completely destroy a well-constructed house and blow away the debris. This damage occurs at significantly lower wind speeds than previously thought. Revision or enhancement of the Fujita scale was needed. In 2007, operational use of the enhanced Fujita scale began in the United States. The EF scale has a much more accurate estimation of damaging wind speeds and has 28 damage indicators, all with respective degrees of damage.
That's more times I've been mentally
Old Scott
challenged.
An F5 tornado with winds of 261 to
Goodness
318
gracious.
miles per hour. The new scale lists an EF5 with
Yeah.
winds above 200 miles per hour. This is found to be sufficient to cause the damage previously ascribed to the F5 range of wind speeds. The NOAA Damage Assessment Toolkit has a tremendous amount of information. A lot horrifying, with detailed photos and assessments of damage citing why a tornado received the rating it did. It's fascinating to explore and available to the public. Check this out.
All right, what we got here?
Let's start in Oklahoma. Why not? Here's the 2013 infamous U-shaped slug trail. This is the
dark.
world record 2.6 mile wide tornado from El Reno. At one point it was rated EF5 based on preliminary radar wind velocity measurements in excess of 296 miles per hour. But it was downgraded to an EF3 because the survey team didn't find damage that would support any higher rating. Likely because the strongest circulations tracked over mostly open farmland.
Thank
Ultimately,
God.
the tornado's winds of at least 302 miles per hour would be the second highest recorded wind speeds on.
Could you imagine cooped up chilling in your house watching Netflix with Bae and all of a sudden 300-mile-an-hour winds just absolutely decimate your house? Freaking dog Charlie has become a bird 5 miles up into the air. Chances are when he comes back down, he's not going to be a bird or a dog. Matter of fact, I think he's going to be a pancake.
This is my first EF5 from May 24th, 2011, also near El Reno. I documented it right here until I ran into its aftermath. This was the first time I encountered leveled homes.
There's nothing left.
Holy crap. I forget about this one. This El Reno
I remember
tornado.
climbing through the debris searching for victims, and I thought I heard a faint cry coming up from underneath it. And so I was shouting down into the rubble, "You're okay, everything's gonna be okay, we're gonna get you out." And it turned out to be just a cat walking by. Look how both
It's the
these
thought that
tornadoes
counts.
almost wiped El Reno off the map.
Yeah, dude.
These red tracks are EF4s.
I'm not even going to say it
I
anymore.
almost intercepted this EF4 hook slicing, but an officer wouldn't let me pass. There were leaves and things raining out of the clouds. It was pretty creepy. And who knows, he might have saved my life.
Tornado just passed through here.
That is true.
This is the 2015 Bridge Creek mile-wide plus monster.
Oh my gosh, what a massive
Oh man,
thing.
there it is.
It got an EF3.
Blew everything down. Stop signs.
And this is the May 20th, 2013 Moore, Oklahoma tornado, the last EF5 to date.
Crazy.
I was down here on this day filming a tornado near Duncan, and there was a friendly dog wanted to play with me the whole time.
You're gonna back up. We got dogs. We're going backwards.
Look at the doggies!
We got dogs.
Doggy,
Hey,
doggy,
friendly
doggy,
dog. Hey, friendly dog. Oh, wow, that was amazing. All right, we're going after that sucker.
doggy. He's just watching. I think bro just wanted to be a part of your little vlog. I don't even think he was aware of the twisty sucky thing. Pause. We're moving on after that statement.
But Moore was the event of the day. A decade. Look at all the red EF4 triangles on this one. You click on them to get more information.
Wow.
All this red is EF4 strength. A lot of times you just get one or two little locations with EF4 ratings, and that's enough to earn the tornado an EF4. Trees snapped, debarked, ground scouring, earned this spot an EF4. And here. Here are the purple triangles. EF5 indicators.
Snap.
Destruction of engineered and or well-constructed residents. slab swept clean. That's
Goodness
one way to get an
gracious.
EF5. It has to be a well-engineered home, wiped off its foundation.
Imagine going to pee, right? Like, so imagine that. You've probably done it a couple of times in your life, going to use the stinker. And then, like, you just go shopping or something, right? You go shopping, you know, cloudy day. You go back home, and all that's left of your house is just a little slab. Like, it's just a flat slab, and you're like, wow, that slab right there. My house it's now flatter than my ex-girlfriend. I'm making terrible humor out of serious situations.
Here's another one. Look like a nice brick home. Gone. Look at
Goodness
all
gracious.
the neighbors' homes. Everything.
My back's
You
messed
can
up.
see all the houses were assessed by engineers and how the core of this thing was a fat EF4. Look how it did a little loop-de-loop. Maybe that's why there's EF5 damage here. Perhaps it circled back and finished the job. Here are those
Wow.
well-anchored construction bolts.
You can see
The
the
house
anchors,
was
yeah.
bolted down to anchors in the cement, and it didn't matter. You're
Holy
gonna need
crap.
a basement when an EF5 comes a-knocking. Can you imagine
knock.
this horror in your neighborhood?
Devastating piece of
Silk
garbage
plates
about to
bolted
kill
with
you.
Nuts and washers. Toenailing of walls noted. Bent bolts.
Gosh.
I didn't know what toenailing meant, so I Googled it and got creeped out
Thought
like
it
you
was-
do. I think toenailing is when rails are nailed to baseboards to the foundation, driven in at 45-degree angles, and I guess you use your foot, your toes to hold the rails in place while your buddy
Oh, gotcha.
hammers in the nails and nails your
Okay.
toes to the ground.
Wait.
You can crawl down the length of all these tornadoes and see what they did. Here's another slab. If the builders cut corners and the swept house wasn't bolted to the ground, if it wasn't engineered well, then it only gets an EF4. And that's where this nightmare finally ends. On May 3rd, 1999, a notorious F5 tracked from Bridge Creek through Moore, Oklahoma, destroying thousands of homes and businesses, killing 36. This tornado is cited as the highest winds ever measured on Earth, with mobile Doppler velocity measurements of roughly 302 miles per hour.
Gosh.
Here's the one place on Earth where an F5 and an EF5 have crossed paths.
Oh, wow.
In addition to being the widest tornado ever recorded, El Reno 2013 is also a contender for the highest winds measured on Earth, with similar radar-measured velocities. But these were in
Wow.
orbiting subvortices moving extremely rapidly, whereas the 1999 Moore Doppler readings were slicing the main vortex, where peak velocities were not as transient as in the 2013 El Reno tornado. And number 3, the El Reno 2011 EF5, with most likely max wind speeds at 295 miles per hour.
That is
I
insanity.
actually recorded the moments when University of Oklahoma's Raxpol radar was getting that data.
Oh my
Oh,
god, this
snap.
thing is nasty.
That's cool.
This thing is pissed off.
Looking at all this is like flipping through a scrapbook of my life because I've seen so many of these tornadoes. Here's the Katy Wynnewood EF4 from 2016.
That is a beautiful tornado.
I had to call the bank there and ask them, how do you pronounce your town name? Is it Wynwood or Wynnewood? She said, Wynnewood. I said, thank you. Right after that tornado, I came over here and documented the Sulphur, Oklahoma massive
This
EF3
thing was crazy.
that had Doppler wind
remember this.
velocity readings over 200 miles per hour. It still only got an EF3. I remember thinking, this is going to be an EF5. The clouds aloft were spinning so fast, and it was just so massive. Nobody died in this tornado, which is just amazing. This must be the toenailing here. This looks like a pretty good anchor. I don't know why this got an EF3, but the engineers do. Sometimes they can't get to the damage right away, and a lot of cleanup and human demolition was already underway by the time they got there. This is
Smart,
what an
smart.
EF3 does to trees.
You alright, Cal? You alright, dude?
Imagine driving down the road explaining what happens to trees, and then you talk to a cow. You talk to Cow. Cow doesn't understand what you're saying. Cow go moo. Not English. Cow speak moo.
You hungry? Have some food? Not too upset by this, are you?
Let's measure using the handy measuring tools. 16.6 miles long. This was a wide one too. Let's see how wide. At its widest point, here maybe, 1.37 miles wide.
That is absolutely crazy.
You can also use kilometers, like we should be.
Right? That's a lot of tornadoes.
All right, let's go to Kansas, just for the heck of it. Here's the Lawrence, Kansas rain-wrapped EF4 from 2019.
Oh,
My team was way
tornado
west
was
that
crazy.
day, scoring the amazing Tipton tornadoes. I owe these to Skip and Anton's forecasting. Thanks, guys.
Beautiful. Show the Topeka. Where's
Look at the
Topeka?
fishy loopy drag. Daniel Shaw likes to remind me that I missed this one. But I got this one. This is the Abilene Chapman EF4 from 2016.
This one. Oh my
It was
goodness.
on the ground for
Look at
90 minutes, and no one died. Incredible.
that. Amazing.
And I like to remind Daniel that he missed all these tornadoes near Dodge City in 2016.
Oh man, so beautiful.
EF5s and F5s make up only 0.1% of rated tornadoes in the U.S. Between 1950 and 2007, 50 tornadoes were officially rated F5, and since February 2007, only 9 tornadoes have been officially rated EF5. Outside the U.S., Canada has had a tornado rated in F5. France has had 2, Germany's had 2, Italy's had at least 1, and Russia has even had an F5 tornado. As our technology and understanding continues to improve, there are currently discussions about giving the EF scale another upgrade with even more detailed damage indicators, and a lot of debate about possibly incorporating qualifying radar velocity measurements into a tornado's rating. And one more little thing. Guys, last night this channel crossed over the 1 million subscriber milestone. And I can't thank each and every one of you enough for following along on this journey and helping me continue to
Wholesome
do
moment.
what I do. In my book, every single one of you is 1 in a million. Till next time, friends. Happy trails.
Happy moments. That was an amazing video.